Hello everyone. So the next topic that we are going to cover in today's video is database architecture. Okay, so in database architecture, it is designed to provide a systematic way to manage the data. Okay, so on the basis of this, the database architecture has been divided into three categories. First one is single tier architecture. Okay, so single tier architecture, it is very impractical, so this is rarely used, or we can say this is not used because it doesn't provide any abstraction to the user. So in this type of architecture, what happens is the database is directly available to the user. Okay, so any change or modification in database is made directly by the user. Okay, so see, there is no independence, there is no abstraction, because user itself can change the database. So this type of database is very rarely used, or we can say it is not used at all. Second type of architecture is two-tier architecture. Okay, so in two-tier architecture, the DBMS is divided into client and server. Into two parts, we can say, that is client and server. So what is the client tier? Okay, so client tier, this is the UI, we can say the user interface is provided on client side, where the user can send request for data. Okay, so in client server architecture, what happens is there is a server and there is a client. So if client wants to retrieve any data, it sends a request to the server in order to send the data. And then there is a server, so server tier, we can say. So this server handles all the database operation. Okay, or we can say it processes all the queries that is provided by the client. So directly the client will never be able to access the database. The database or the database query is always handled by the server. Okay, so there is always abstraction between client and server, we can say. So this type of database architecture, or this type of two-tier architecture, they are generally used by small scale application. Okay, where lots of data is not there, so there we can use this two-tier architecture. Fine. So next one is three-tier architecture. So what is the difference? Let's see. Okay, third one is three-tier architecture. Okay, so what happens in three-tier architecture? We have got three tiers. First one is presentation tier, then it is application tier, and the last is, or we can say the lowest is the database tier. Okay, so this is the tier where the actual data resides. So actual data is there in the database tier. So it is responsible for storing the data and retrieving the data as requested by application tier. So when the application tier requests any data, so this tier is going to retrieve the data and give it back to the application tier. Okay, so application tier, this is the second tier. So it acts as a mediator between we can say it's act as a mediator between presentation tier and database tier. Okay, so this application tier, it consists all the application programs that process the data. We can say it contains all the application program that process data. And the last tier is the presentation tier. So presentation tier is the topmost tier, and it provides the UI, user interface, to the user. So this is the tier, this is the place where the user will interact. Okay, so these are the three tiers, we can say, or we can say this is the architecture of a database, which consists of 1 tier, 2 tier and 3 tier. So that's all for this video, and I'll come up with some other video. Till then, stay safe and thank you.